Nocta is stepping outside with Joanna following him. Lumimac and Blair have broken free of the Arctic phage and are joining the conversations. They were caught up to speed between episodes. So right now, Nocta, as you guys are getting ready and you guys are stepping outside, the other group, you guys are free to discuss what exactly you guys want to do.
Go save a guy on the mountain.
I stand up and I gather my things, making my way for the door.
Yeah.
I will wait until kind of like, I'll just be the last person out, but I'm going to follow everybody.
I'm going to like turn to Joanna and I'm just going to do one of these. And like...
Joanna's outside with me.
Well, then I'm outside.
Oh, okay.
Joanna's gonna comment that the person on the mountain is probably a more immediate risk. Like, the snow and the cold will kill them eventually.
I hear that happens.
Yeah, we should probably keep moving. It just doesn't feel right, you know?
Okay. So is the general opinion that we are going to continue on to Caer-Konig and then
Yes.
climb the mountain at Kelvin's Cairn? A nice tall mountain
so.
right in the middle of Icewind Dale. Alright, let's do that.
I hope we just find him there being drunk in a bar and just like...
Whoop!
He's like, ah, shit, I lost my dog.
I lost track of time, guys!
This is my new boyfriend, Sven. You have a husband!
What are we gonna do when he's like, my husband's been cheating on me for months?
He just turns and yells at the dog, "No, I said I wanted you to bring a party, not this party. What is this crazy nonsense?"
And he's like, I'm sorry, it's my first week with English. Jeez.
The track from Caer-Dineval to Caer-Konig is through thick snow. It takes about 2 hours to go over the wind-covered trail. At times you feel as though you are venturing off-path, northwest into the great abyss that awaits you on the side. However, following Loch Dineshire is able to keep your bearings straight, and you guys do eventually arrive at Caer-Konig.
How are we feeling? Are we like exhausted at all from the
You
trek?
traveled for like 15 hours today, 2 of which were pretty tough, but you guys don't have exhaustion yet. However, venturing out to Kelvin's Cairn tonight is probably not a good idea. All right, let's look. Let's zoom out. Having 7 cameras makes it pretty hard to view the map on this screen, but we'll manage. I agree. I'll do my best. All right, let's show you guys some
So
stuff
much.
of what you know.
Holy shit.
That's Loch Dineshire. This up here is the path in which you came. So that goes back to Caer-Dineval. As you venture into the quiet, small, and cold Caer-Konig, you pass right by the ruined Caer. Unlike Caer-Dineval, the Caer here lies in ruin, absolutely destroyed and covered in frost and snow. You guys who have been here before, which would be Joanna mostly, she's probably been here actually like the other 2 who have the extensive knowledge, you know about Caer-Konig, but traveling here is kind of, it's out of the way. Joanna, you know about the hook, line, and sinker, which is the tavern. as well as the Northern Light, which is, let me give you the arrows that point to them. That probably helps, huh?
I just like the idea that the Northern Light is just this fucking pile of snow out in the middle of nowhere. They're like, it's a tavern.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
pyramid
an inn.
scheme.
This is where you sleep. Come on.
Fun fact.
4
Caer
copper
is
pieces.
Welsh for stronghold, fortress, or citadel.
Thanks, Webster.
This is a citadel?
So as you approach, the town sits quietly at the foot of Kelvin's cairn. A few bundled up people between snow-battered houses, keeping their heads down, barely bothering to give you a look as you walk past them. A pile of snow stirs as you pass it, and someone hidden beneath it suddenly stands. The figure looks around and yells, "Who goes there? Is it thieves? Have I found those creeping bastards?" When he pulls down the scarf covering his face, you see it as a silver dragonborn holding onto an empty wine bottle, as if it was a weapon. He belches, grins at you, and says, "Pardon my manners. Bit jittery with all the thieving going on. I'm Trovis." He extends his hand. "The town speaker."
I go to shake his hand, assuming. Oh no! I go to shake his hand. Joanna looks embarrassed, so she's not going to do her thing.
Hey, Trovis.
As this all goes on, I'll take the opportunity to kind of like reasonably subtly step in front of Blair to just put a wall between our thief and this speaker.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, I'm offended.
You said that to Sabo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't respond. I just kind of cross my arms like a bodyguard.
You know, when I was younger, like Joanna knows this. When I was younger, I was much like you. I too was an adventurer. Oh, the things I've seen and the places I've been and the monsters I've slain. But now I'm here protecting Caer-Konig. Noble work, nonetheless, it's true. But you miss it. Cherish it while you have it, the 7 of you, because once it's all gone, there's not much left for you.
I look over to
Takes a
Joanna.
deep drink, and then he realizes his bottle is empty, and he throws it into the snow next to him.
I look over at Joanna and I'm like, "Is your friend okay?"
Trovis, are you...
A friend. I am the speaker of Caer-Konig. Trovis. He extends his hand.
I shake it again. Nocta.
Nocta.
Trovis, have they started letting you back into the Northern Light?
I will not take kindly to such slights here, Joanna. When we last spoke, I was but a simple guard. But now I am the speaker of Caer-Konig, and I will do everything I can to ensure this place remains safe and protected from the thieves that plight it so.
I was just thinking, Trovis, that if you could let some of the guards take over for the evening, perhaps we could buy you a drink at the light, and you could share some stories with my friends who don't know you.
I can't. I must ensure that nothing else is stolen every night now. Just the other night, the lantern over at the Northern Light was stolen. Corey, she won't let me hear the end of it because I haven't been able to find those responsible. Not yet anyway, but as you all know, especially you, Joanna, I have a knack for this stuff. You see, I once ventured into a mine down in the Dwarven Valley, and inside that mine we had to fight some Dwerger. Have you seen one of these? They are dwarves, but dark, and they live in even deeper mines than most other normal dwarves. The dwarves you see, they hate the Dwerger, and they would do anything in their power to stop them. So that is where I was hired. And when they hired me, I knew in that moment that everything would be right, and I would help those dwarves down in the valley. So here I am, standing at the lip of the cliff, the wind howling around.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think we probably should be getting on to the Northern Light. We're all very tired from our travels.
Let me join you. I would love to get. Let me tell you. He begins to start walking towards the Northern Light.
Perfect.
As he walks away, I'm gonna turn to Zabo and be like, I'm gonna steal that man's lantern. Just to spite him.
Oh my god.
I don't know that there is a lantern to be stolen, but you probably shouldn't do that.
You don't think they replaced the one that was missing?
I don't expect they would have. Have you seen the state of this town?
If they did, it's gone.
Joanna's gonna send daggers back at Sabo, and like
And he'll just be quiet.
yeah.
Trovis explains that over the last 3 nights, 3 things have been stolen from the town. The color-switching magic lantern, taken from the local inn. A pair of goats, stolen from the local tavern. And a small sack of pearls carved into decorative beads that had gone missing from the stores of Frozen Far Expeditions. As you reach the eastern edge of town, an empty hook meant to carry a lantern hangs above the inn's entrance. Trovis steps inside.
As we see that, I'm just gonna lean over to Blair and quietly whisper, "Told ya."
That's so funny.
Do you guys follow Trovis inside?
Yeah.
Of course.
Sure.
One quick question. This magic changing lantern of ours, does it seem to go along
Much
with
smaller,
the architect?
much smaller.
Oh, thank goodness.
Much smaller.
Okay, good.
Do we have a color-changing lantern?
The Chewinga finder. Which
how
now
we found the
it's
Chewingas.
permanently lit up to be Chewinga colored because we've got one.
It is, yeah. It's
Yep.
just
It's
been
green,
glowing
yeah.
green, yep. The inn appears to be mostly empty. A young woman looks up as you enter, gives Trovis a chastising smile, and says, "Did you fall asleep outside again? I'm telling you, Trovis. One day you're going to have to stop relying on the kindness," and she looks at you guys as you enter, "of strangers." The woman then looks into the kitchen and calls out, "Heat up something for Trovis. He's been out patrolling again," and she wanders into the back. Trovis sits down, kicks his feet up, and just kind of reclines in the chair, pulling off his hood, showing his majestic silver dragon visage in uncovered glory. And then he burps and coughs a bit as he swallows the bile that came up. Now, I was standing on the edge of the canyon. The wind.
Hey, would you guys like a drink? I'll go get some drinks.
Yes, one for me.
Joanna, could you help me carry the drinks?
No, I'm going to sit here with
No.
Trovis. Trovis, I don't quite remember how the story ends. Why don't you let me know? And I'm going to kind of gently pull Trovis away, like kind of from the rest of the group by moving my chair over beside him. Because I've dealt with Trovis before.
Not this drunk of a Trovis. He has become drunker with time.
Oh,
But
that's
he
so
continues to tell his story about how he had his trusty great axe with him, and then he climbed down the mountain with the other people in the party, yada, 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 yada.
The other people in the party, I'll note, that didn't exist in the earlier parts of this story. Yeah.
I'll volunteer to help Nocta with the drinks.
Cool.
I would like a second alone with them.
Oh god.
Do we know if there's an inn in this town anywhere?
Yeah, Hook, the Northern Light, you're in it.
Oh, okay, sorry. I assumed this was just a tavern.
No, all the best towns, the inns and the taverns are the same place.
Yeah, the Northern
You
Light's
get
the inn, and
drunk
then the
and you're already
tavern is
home.
Hook, Line, and Sinker as well.
Amazing.
And this is
Konig.
Caer-Konig.
Yeah, Caer-Konig.
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 So we walk to the bar.
Yep, you're at the bar.
Wonderful.
There's actually no bar. It's just
Um,
like the inn, like the main desk, and they have a kitchen in
Yeah.
the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just request a few drinks.
This is an inn. We don't have drinks.
Oh.
Not even. Oh. man.
Water?
Water? Yes, I
Yeah.
can get you some pictures of ice cold water right up.
Amazing. I put a gold on the counter and walk away. Awkwardly.
Wait, Nocta. Wait.
Yeah, heck.
I don't understand your reservations about the other two. Why were you so hesitant to go to the castle? What do you know about this what's his fucking name?
Levistus.
Levistus.
I know he's a devil, and I know I don't like cults.
Why did they beckon you?
I have no idea. They told me that Fuck me. Levistus. They told me that Levistus knew we were coming. Maybe. Don't know. Maybe, perhaps I stood out amongst all of us as someone who might be wanting to join a cult.
I just don't understand why you're so hesitant. If they have a devil leader who sees all and knows we were coming and beckoned us over, even, what harm is there in at least being cordial with them?
Again, not big on cults. Don't really want to have anything to do with them. It's like when you're walking down the street and like these two guys come up to you and they're like, "Hey, have you heard the good word?" and they just won't stop talking. It just gets way worse if you go with them.
But by not going, we risk their ire.
I don't think we have to worry too much about their ire.
I feel like you know more than you're letting on, my friend, and I hope you will open up about it soon, because I truly would like to make at least amicable neighbors of these people.
I feel like religious types aren't one to necessarily hold a lot of ire. That was a really blatant lie. He doesn't think that at all. It's really obvious.
Well, I can tell that this bothers you, and you would not like to discuss it further, but as I say, please, should you warm up to the subject, let me know.
The woman who was outside, who was at the door while Trovis entered, brings a pitcher of water and three, as clean as they can get them, glasses, and kind of motions and says, "This is all we have." Trovis smiles, breaks away from the story, leans over and begins to pour himself a glass of cold water, and then as he sips on it, he kind of just like begins to just recline in his chair next to the toasty fireplace and just kind of sits silently and goes, You all are a wonderful lot, don't you know? Adventuring so nobly as you do. 2 adventures! And
2 adventures.
2 adventures.
the woman kind of just stands and says, I assume he told you about the robberies lately.
I mean, he didn't really, but yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the last 3 nights, something was stolen from here, the tavern, and the expedition house, and it's got everyone on edge in the town. I think that they were the dwarves from the valley at the base of Kelvin's Cairn. I think the Rime has made them desperate for food and ale, and I can't think of why they would be taking our lantern or, like, the beads from the expedition house. The door in the back leading to the small kitchen in this house bursts open as a stern-looking woman enters, holding a steaming bowl of soup. She places the bowl down in front of Trovis and says, "No dwarf did this. Someone would have spotted him, caught him. No, there's something more going on. Besides, what use do hungry dwarves have for a lantern alley? It's just silly to blame the dwarves. This is something else."
We'd love to help, and to be honest, we'll be coming back to Caer-Konig right away, but we're actually here looking for a missing expedition. We were told they had come out of this way a few days ago, heading to the mountain, and someone's life might be on the line. They've been in the snow for several days, and I'm worried that they've gone up the mountain.
She thinks
A man
on it for a
named
bit.
Garrett?
Yes, there was a party of 4, I believe, 4 people. One was like you, Goliath. Another was she points to Ennui, a tiefling. There was a halfling with them, and then a man. And they all ventured out, and they haven't come back. It's been, I believe, 3-4 days since then?
One of their animals came back.
Oh, yes, this dog. I remember that. Hello. And she rubs its head. He's a good boy. You're a good boy. If I were you, I would check out at the Frozen Far Expeditions. They likely would have stopped there before heading out to Kelvin's Cairn. That would probably be where you'd want to start.
Excellent advice, thank you.
Trovis has passed out after having 1 spoon of nice warm soup. The woman picks up the bowl and takes it back into the kitchen with her. If you guys would like a room, it's 3 silver pieces for a night. We have rooms that sleep 4.
Yes, I think we would like, and he begins counting very, very slowly, everyone.
2 rooms, right? 2.
Thank you. Yes, 2.
Yep. So she just goes over to the ledger, begins to write things down. She grabs the gold that Nocta left on the table and says, "This will cover it and more. Would you like change?"
No.
Thank you.
It's
She comes back and passes 1 key to Nocta and another key to Sabo.
I will pocket it.
as will I.
Cool. We're going to take a little break for YouTube.